Another one of the annoying characteristics of this car and most side-by-sides is they set them where you have a delay from throttle to brake, and that drives me nuts. And I 2-foot drive, so I brake into the corner, drop the brake, and get into the throttle, and there's this delay. So that was just, you know, I was having to back up the corner. The way you kind of drive around is you got to slow down early because I want power in the corner to help the car rotate and get off the corners. So I was having to back the corners up too much, so I had throttle, and I just don't like that.
A DynoJet Power Vision 3 was used to reflash the Maverick Sport's ECU. They have different maps for stock or lightly modified engines. Or you can have an engine tuner use a DynoJet dynamometer to help write a custom tune for most any engine build. The DynoJet tune that we use takes advantage of much of the Power Vision 3's tuning capabilities, including an enriched air-fuel ratio table, altered timing, lowered radiator fan temperature, increased speed and RPM limit in both low and high ranges, in addition to altering the drive-by-wire table.
What the Power Vision does is it's not a piggyback. It goes in and rewrites code into your ECU. And what's nice about the Power Vision, it's easy to plug in, and it gives you a couple options. If you've got an exhaust or something, you tell you got an exhaust, and it'll have a map for that, or if it's a stock car, it'll have that. So we did that. It fixes a bunch of stuff. One, it fixes California's problems, because California screws everything up. They make everybody make their cars too lean. And when you run them too lean, it creates a little bit of heat, and you're not getting optimum performance. So when to get the CARB, to get green stickers, to make them legal to sell in California, they all have to do it. So you can't buy the Power Vision in California, but hopefully you live in some other non-communist state and you can get your hands on it and plug it in. And it helps the car. It gives it more power, it runs cooler, it fixes things like some of the cars, it turns the fans. I couldn't remember on this one if it turns the fans on sooner, keeps them on longer. Whatever the car needs that they can reprogram into it, they do. So the biggest thing on this is you can 2-foot drive it. It gets rid of that delay. I think it moved the speed sensor up a little bit. It's hard to tell because with these big tires, this thing's spooling up some miles an hour, which I like to get down the trail.
With our clutching dialed for the larger tires, the Power Vision 3 gave us a bit more kick in the pants when we mashed the gas pedal, in addition to instant throttle response coming off the brakes. Using one of DynoJet's maps, they're claiming around a 4 horsepower increase at the rear wheel with the stock engine, with the improved hookup of the Dalton clutch. DynoJet says we may actually be getting a bit more horsepower to the rear wheels. The Power Vision 3 is more cost-effective than an aftermarket exhaust to start building power. And our Maverick Sport's ECU is now ready for tuning for whatever other engine mods we throw at it.